Now, commercials is a huge area in itself, and we'd be here for another few hours if we started to dig into some of these areas. So I'm just going to talk through some of these, because some of these can be very, very specific to companies, and they work in particular ways. But we've already spoken about the fact that you've got the full sales order processing system, post order processing system. You can be multi-location on locations within locations. It will do batch and serial lot numbers, so you can track an item all the way into and out of your system, and potentially back in again and back out. We've spoken about landed costs as well. We can take deposits on orders, either automatically for individual customers or stock items, and you can also set the system so the orders cannot continue to be processed until that deposit has been paid off in the ledgers. You can do blanket and recurring orders, so you can set up and say, well, 1,200 items of these are meant to be due off in the next 12 months, and then draw down the amount each month. You can do bill of materials, finished items with other items, stock items as component items, and maybe some labour included in there as well, which we tend to sort of refer to more as kitting, just kitting information together. Full customer price list and discount groups and schemes and things along those lines. Same on the supplier side, all date based, so you can load in future price lists, and the system will just swap over to a new price list as you're processing through. If you need it, and moving on from kitting into more of a full-blown manufacturing system where you're trying to plan and run personnel and machines and wastage, scrappage, and everything else to do with the system there. Cross-referencing, so you can put in customer references and barcode references, and refer to your items in totally different ways than you normally would, and use those as referencing. And full requisition planning as well, so I'll work out stock items that are below their reorder threshold, things that are on back orders, again, all depending on how these items have been set up, hence this being more of a separate demo within itself. And finally, service management, which is a bit like plumbers or something along those lines, where you're setting up service contracts with people and have to go out and service those items on a regular basis and do maintenance and job plannings and things along those lines.